think the biggest thing about RDI for me was when Jude was first diagnosed, I was really expecting the diagnosis. I had done all the research, and it didn't shock me when he got that diagnosis. What was really hard was when he told me my options, and he kind of said, this is what you need to do, and I felt like I needed to just hand him over, you know, and he was still a baby. He was 2.5, and that's when I really got upset. That's when I really felt like just a little bit hopeless, a little bit like I was going to lose him. I was going to lose my role as a mother. And so RDI kind of gave me that back because it's so parent-based. So I think the biggest thing, I just wish that someone had presented that option to me initially. Nobody did. It was a friend who kind of said, well, did you ever consider, you know, looking at RDI, and gave me just that little pamphlet that I'm sure you have, and that was like, for me, that was like, this is what I want to do. That made sense. And like I said, he's never had anything else, and he is, I mean, he's really, I don't think you wouldn't look at him and know. He's probably not even diagnosable anymore. I know, like, we still have work to do, but he's on such a good developmental pathway right now, and I think, like, with RDI, that's what it does. It doesn't just teach them mindless skills or kind of how to function, but it kind of just puts them on a good, it looks at, like, developmental, like, where they are developmentally, and it kind of sets them there, and that's where you start. That's your starting point. And they are all pretty much start at the same place, no matter what the age. It's very interesting. And he has continued throughout. I mean, we've been doing it now for about 4 years, 5 years, and he has continued just to develop and just to grow. And I mean, he's not just learned like mindless skills, but he really is reading people, emotions, body language, the tone of your voice. Like even last night when he went to bed, he was telling me that at school a little boy had said to him, you know, was teasing him, and he said, "You're teasing me," and he said, "Oh, sorry." And Jude goes, but he said it like that. And I said, "So he said sorry?" And he goes, "Yeah, but he didn't mean it because he said it like that." And I thought that was great. Like, he was really able to understand. It's not just like those words or, you know, just like, he really understood that it was the way that it was said, the tone of the voice. Like, he's reading all of that, looking at facial expressions, and it's all just very natural. I feel like RDI really gave me, you know, just made me a little bit more confident, because I did start to feel like I'm not connecting with this kid. I'm doing something wrong, kind of. I didn't feel like I knew what I was doing, so I was kind of ready to let him go, but at the same time, it really broke my heart. You know, he was my first, and he was a baby, and so for that reason alone, it was just fabulous. And then just to see how he's grown, and the other thing, like, I feel like, you know, you kind of like, when your child's diagnosed, you kind of have to let go of what you hope for their future. And you really mourn that, like getting married and friendships and all that. But I have that again. I really feel like all of that is in his future, you know, if he wants it. So it's also given me that back. And I don't have enough good things to say. I mean, from the moment we started, it has just been fabulous. I've seen results pretty much right away. I felt like connected with him right away. So it's been great.